How can we love mankind with all of the things that people are doing to nature, to the planet, to each other, and yet loving those around you is really essential. We all have different soul missions, but our very first mission is the same for all of us, and that's to raise our vibration. And raising your vibration means going from the denser, darker emotions of anger, of fear, of frustration, to the higher emotions of joy, of peace, of calm, of love. So it's really important that we get to that state of loving everyone and everything. But again, how do you do that with all of the things that are going on? And to get there, I will tell you a story. A story of why the planet is the way it is, why we are here, how everything came to be. I have a separate video on the truth, what the truth is. The truth has many layers, there's never only one truth. I will link that video in the description. And the story that I'm going to tell you now is a version of the truth. It is true, but there is a deeper truth behind it. So don't cling to it with everything that you've got. Like, this is the ultimate truth. It is definitely true, it is what happens, but there are more layers to discover underneath it. And I haven't discovered those layers myself either. I just know, I feel that they're there. But it doesn't really matter for now. For now, the story is enough. So, and the story goes, we are all souls, we live eternally, which is a pretty long time. And what we want is to evolve. We want to grow to our fullest potential. And to do this, we learn lessons, we do stuff, but it gets pretty boring when you're living for millennia after millennia. So we made a game out of it. We love playing games. So we gamified our growing process. And one of the things we did is we created environments that are much more dense than where we usually live. We usually live in the very high dimensions where things aren't as material as they are down here. Everything is easy. You can manifest with just a thought, and what you want is there. But that, as I said, that gets boring. And to learn, it's more fun in a way to make it difficult for yourself. So we created these difficult, dense environments like the Earth that we're living on right now, where manifesting is really hard, where things are more difficult. And that's not all we did. We also started experimenting. And one of the experiments that we did was what would happen if we separated good from evil, right from wrong, white from black. And that's what we did in this Earth environment. There is, in the higher dimensions, good and evil don't really exist as separate forces. They are one. They are one unified light. So the way I see the unified light is as two spirals, one white and one black, spiraling into each other, a bit like a chromosome. So they are one, but made out of two separate forces. And in this Earth environment, we thought it would be fun to separate those two and see what would happen. What's the worst that could happen, right? And so what we do in this game is we incarnate, and as a fun rule, we made one team of players incarnate as good guys, given the light chromosome, and the other team were the bad guys, given the dark chromosome. And all of this happened a really, really long time ago, and things have evolved from there enormously. One of the things that happened is the dark team got pretty evil, which is normal because they were given only the dark side and none of the light. And they I don't know if I'm gonna tell the entire story. It's a bit long. I'm gonna link the videos of Carrie Kay. She tells this in great detail. I'm just gonna give the summary here. So in the description, I'll link Carrie Kay, which you can watch for more details. But so the dark side got pretty good at playing the game, at least here on Earth, and they kind of colonized our Earth here. So our Earth is really in the hands of the dark forces. And what happened as soon as the Earth got colonized? The Dark Forces needed souls to incarnate here because they need those to feed off, basically, because they cannot feed off of Source anymore because they are split off from Source. And there were a bunch of brave souls from all of the universe that said, "Oh yeah, we want to incarnate on that evil Earth planet. Sounds like fun. We will learn a lot. And how hard can it be? We're all such divine creatures. We're all so good. We have the unified light within us. So let's do that. Let's see what happens." And then what happened was that that it was a lot more difficult here than they were expecting, because the dark side is gotten really good at playing this Earth game. And yeah, when you incarnate on Earth, you forget everything. You don't know that you are this very powerful soul anymore. You don't know that you have the unified light within you. So and they got trapped here. The dark side made this soul trap. Normally, when you incarnate on a planet and you die, which means that the game is over or the incarnation is over, then you can decide where to go next. But the dark side knew that once that souls realized how difficult it is here on Earth, how horrible, that they would not want to incarnate here anymore, and they would have an empty planet, no food source anymore. So they made this incarnation trap that souls, once they are on Earth, cannot leave anymore. So this was the first batch of souls stuck here on Earth, life after life. Also, normally, I think what happens is once that you die on a planet like Earth, normally you go to a place like heaven. You can call it heaven, to heal and to integrate everything that you've learned. And only after you have perfectly healed and integrated, you can choose to go back to an incarnation. But because of the soul trap, because souls are stuck here on Earth, they did not go to heaven, they did not integrate, they did not heal. So it's really life after life, incarnation after incarnation, without the rest pauses in between for all these souls that are trapped here. And this has been going on for millennia. Or I don't know how long, but a very long time. So the souls that volunteered to come here, that thought it would be a fun game, are really trapped here for so long without rest in between. And those are the humans that we that are not so nice. And it's understandable when you look at it from this way. They are so tired, they are so full of trauma. They have built trauma lifetime after lifetime after lifetime in this horrible environment that is Earth. And then because it's the time of the ascension now, this was always planned. We always knew that this evil Earth game would only last up till here. But since these poor souls are so trapped in their traumas, in their density, they needed help to make the ascension happen. And that's where a new group of volunteer souls came in, the rescue mission. And these are what are called star seeds, or the very old souls. Although the original party that came here were also old souls. It's not that the new crew is necessarily older. But the advantage that the rescue mission has is they are new here on Earth. Maybe a few lifetimes, maybe it's their first lifetime. So they do not carry this trauma of lifetime after lifetime, no rest. They are fresh out of heaven, they are rested, they are integrated, they are healed. When they come here on Earth, they have the same shitty experience as everyone else. They're full of trauma from this lifetime, but it's so much easier for them to, once that spirituality comes into their life, to feel in their hearts, yes, this is true, this is the way. They go on the ascension wave much more easily than the other souls that are trapped here for so long. And not because they are more evolved, because they're older, but just because they don't have all of this garbage of trauma of lifetime after lifetime stuck here on Earth. So when you see other people and you kind of hate them or get frustrated by what they do, at least, then it really helps to understand that where they come from, where this comes from, that they are so traumatized that they have given up, basically. I mean, who wouldn't? If you've been stuck here for millennia, no rest, just one traumatized lifetime after the other. They've just given up. Their souls have kind of left the human avatar. They don't want to have anything to do anymore, so it's just the ego that is in charge. And that's why this rescue mission is really important. We are here to lift the vibration of the planet so that we can take all of these trapped souls with us. So really to help them raise their vibration, because they cannot do it on their own after being stuck here for so long, after being pushed down this low. And so for me, this story really helps to forgive humanity for all that they're doing, to understand why some people seem to be so evil, so soulless. They have just gone through so much, and we are here to help them. That's what we have volunteered for. We're not here to judge them. We're not here to abandon them because of all the cruelties that they're doing. We're here to lift them up. And that is exactly what I'm going to do, and it's exactly what you are going to do as well. And this story really helps in opening your heart, because all of our hearts are so closed because of all the horrible things we've gone through and we've seen around us. And once you realize that why you're here, why everything is the way it is, then you realize that it's safe to open your heart again. And by opening the heart, you get aligned with your higher self so much more easily. I have another video on why it's so important to open your heart and how to do it, and I will link that in the description. I hope this story was useful to you. If you want to know more, then check out Carrie Kay's YouTube channel. And like this video if you liked it, follow my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.